And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound in this one, Mitch Spence.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Just missed. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Second, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Another solid power season. And a strike in there.
Let's go, Mitch.
Spence over to first. Acuna on at first. Nobody out. And ball one. And that one fouled off. And a curve is down and in. Nobody out. Runner at first. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one lifted in the air, left field, Soderstrom. And there's one down.
Third baseman.
Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Austin Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one out to right. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but two runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike. Line drive.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Profar climbs in on that left side.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And he takes one right on the black. 0-1. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That missed inside. Now 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down, digging in, Marcell Ozuna. And the first offering is not close. Two out, space is empty. And another ball spins. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And the slider just misses. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
They're all partner every pitch.
Oh, that got him.
Batter, take your base.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a swing and a miss.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though. So.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and towing the slab, Grant Holmes. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one not close. And the count now even up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Harris makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And time now to check out the A's lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Brent Rooker.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
Brent Rooker stands in now and watches strike one. One out, bases empty. And that one
that's down. Ball.
Cutting but missing down low. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now at the plate, Nick Kurtz.
That's a ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Just missed.
Ball.
Strike two.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Start this outing out, pepper in the zone, arm is loose, and firing him in there.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Nothing doing here this half. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Braves 3 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris II. Spence back to work. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And there's a foul ball. That's a little bit low.
1-2.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that
ball.
one right there did a
Outside.
whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Kicks and deals. High in the air, out to right. Rooker. And there's 2 down.
Now batting right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. First pitch, and he just misses. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
1-1.
Ground ball up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Catcher, Shea Langoliers.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. That's not coming back. And they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. Base knock center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Soderstrom aboard here at first with nobody out. Tap foul at the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Giorgella steps in. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Pitch misses.
2-2.
Now 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna should have it. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Batting 8, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Swings through that.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And it's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. top half of the third inning. And now here is Matt Olson. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, dude.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just misses with that one. Backed off the plate that time. That's to third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike at the knees. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Urshela tosses to first. Profar is out. That's the third out. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 3 and the A's 1. As we go to the last of the third. And here's the rookie center fielder, Denzel Clark. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now Lawrence Butler, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ripped to first, caught, dives, and makes the tag. Great effort for the second out.
Man, those are tough ones all the way around. As a hitter, you feel you did everything right and kind of got robbed. As a runner, you're in a really tough position trying to read the ball and get back. And as the first baseman, it's a split-second reaction to catch the line drive as you're coming off the bag. But he did a great job of having the awareness to know he could get 2 outs, not just the 1.
Rooker in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Outside low, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's, and they still trail it here 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Line to left. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mitch Spence out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now
Pitching change here, number 50.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So a man aboard, and here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one misses up and in. 1-0. There goes the runner. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He circles the bases, his 7th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now, Michael Harris II. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Clark hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting right fielder Ronald Acuna.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Acuna punches one foul right side. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and the count's full. And there's there's ball 4.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Olsen in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Acuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fought off foul. Two outs. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
First baseman, number 16.
That's off the
That missed.
inside
That's
corner. Ball 1. And there's a ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. Absolutely frozen with a backdoor slider for strike 3.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
0-1.
The Braves leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right side. Acuna sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. And the A's are gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here comes Austin Riley.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one's in there. 0-1.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Outside low, 2-1. And there's the strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Baldwin, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And the 1-0 misses low. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Inside, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jerson.
Here's Profar now. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. Profar gets a piece there. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Baldwin over at first with 1 away. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Here's Marcelo Zuna. And that is out of play. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging. Braves strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, here is Max Muncy. Holmes back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Gio Urshela to the plate. Fly to left his first time. To third. Throw on to Olsen. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach Gallo.
Now it's going to be Zach Geloff. Struck out swinging his first time. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first. The A's go quietly. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. There's a strike. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris, the second.
Next to hit, Michael Harris the second, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
One ball,
pitch,
no
not
strikes.
close. Just off the inside edge.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back
2 balls, 1
fastballs
strike.
in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Allen stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, safe at second.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one's in there, 0-1. Allen at second with 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Man on second, 2 down. Chop back up the middle. Geloff tosses to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Denzel Clark. Clark, in his rookie season, 24 years
0 balls,
old,
1 strike.
and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. And
That's the ball.
downstairs. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And they had their first base runner since the third inning.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 in this one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a foul out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Now batting, the right fielder, Brent.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
Great spot to be in right here for the
1-2
pitcher.
the
You
count.
can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's outside.
That's out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Kurtz having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. First and third, one down. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1-1.
Way
2-1.
inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one misses, and now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 on, 1 out. Check swing, but he went too far. 3-2
Full
now.
count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners are at the corners, one away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
And a foul ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, J.P. Sears.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Here is Matt Olson, 0 for 3 in this one. Just off the inside edge. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1.
1-1.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Austin Riley. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Man at second. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Olson at second with nobody out. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
In the dirt, blocked. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in for a strike.
1-1.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Jurickson Profar.
And next for Atlanta, Jurickson Profar. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
And that's a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Up the middle. Throws to first in time, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough sixth inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Bounced up the middle. Albies over to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop,
Max Muncy up next for the A's.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That is upstairs for ball 1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Left field. Ozuna ranging after it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Urshela in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. Sears back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Tracks it down for the out. 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris the second, getting ready to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And that just misses. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Good eye right there. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Pierce Johnson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. The Athletics in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First pitch misses. And there's a curve through for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Johnson fires. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark. He's 2 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Nice curveball for a strike. The 1-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Butler in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
That one misses in the dirt. Check swing, and that's a ball. Outside low. Counts full, 3-2. Brent Rooker next to bat for the A's. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Goes down Swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
A's.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Lopez. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The shortstop
2-2.
takes the ball. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Two now. Just
Count it
misses
full.
the mark outside the zone. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder Ronald Acuna.
Here's Acuna now. And ball one to the right fielder. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Justin Sterner getting ready to go. Newcomb, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering
No, that's up.
upstairs. A flip to the pitcher covering. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Two down, bases empty. Here's Matt Olson. 1 for 4 with a double. Close,
No,
but
that
call the
missed.
ball. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Aaron Bummer.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Leading off, Brent Rooker, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Brent Rooker.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Line drive and lines out to third.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Ball 1 there. The A's down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. That catches the corner. And now 1 and 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Bummer deals. On the ground to third. Now a jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
Now that is catcher Shea Langeliers.
So they're down to their final out. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langeliers. And there's a strike. The Braves leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Outside low. And a count even 1-1.
1-1.
Two outs. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's the ball.
The Athletics down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.